encountered Robinson Jeffers during the 50s. I played in the symphony, and he and Una would come to events that the symphony would put on, fundraising events, and her first husband played first cello, Ted Custer, and so I knew Ted quite well, and they would come to parties, and Jeffers would be there. He was very quiet. He'd wind up in a corner somewhere and just watch until he had a drink or two, and then he'd open it up a little bit and be part of the group. But my brother and I photographed him in 1960 when I first got out of the service, his last formal photograph inside Tor House, and those are the photographs that are used in Time and Life when he died in 1962. But I didn't really hang out with him. He was a very quiet man. He worked on building the Hawk Tower for his wife Una. That was her hangout, and then he would do that, haul the rocks up from the beach and put that together, and then he would go back into the house at night and write. And so he wasn't out and about very much. Yeah, it was 67 or 8. A woman named Mary Louise Love was good friends, and she wanted to make a film about his poetry, about his granddaughter Una. And she said, let's take her out to Point Lobos and walk around with her, and so we did. We went out there, and there was a portrait of her when she was like 3 years old in the house. And he had written a poetry about when you were 18, I shall not be here, but you will learn the facts of life about nature and everything else. And so we made this film. It was about an 18, 19-minute film called From the Tower.
And here's a portrait of my granddaughter Una when she was 2 years old. She stands in a glade of trees with a still inlet of blue ocean behind her. Thus exactly she looked then, a forgotten flower in her hand, those great blue eyes asking and wondering. Now she is 5 years old and found herself. She does not ask any more, but commands, sweet and fierce-tempered. That light red hair of hers is the fuse for explosions. When she is 18, I'll not be here. I hope she will find her natural elements, laughter and violence, and in her quiet times, the beauty of things, the beauty of transhuman things, without which we are all lost.